Okay, I'm going to show you how I made my very first bee swarm trap. What I did was I took a piece of wood, down here you can see it, and I just sawed little holes in it, about 3 widths of a handsaw, and I just took paint stirrers and cut them off so that they would fit in the inside. Here, if I can show you how they fit in there. Okay. And what I did was I took little pieces and I glued them, and then I took little pieces of paint stirrers and put alongside of it as a little holder, just to give it a little bit more support. And up in the corner here, you might be able to see some of this. I put some, here we go. Over here we have some winter patties, just a little bit to entice them. And I took lemongrass oil and I put it on the board down here on the side. And I rubbed a little bit of beeswax on it. It's refined white beeswax. And I cover up the holes. And this is just a plastic container pot that you use to plant pots in. It's a 5-gallon pot is what it is. And I got it from our local garden center here. So once I cut those up, or covered those holes up, then what I did was I did the same on another pot, but I left the bottom hole open, and I also left one of the holes open on the bottom of the pot, and you can actually see a little bit of oil on here. That's lemongrass oil. And then I also did it on the inside. You can't really see it real well, but on the inside of the hole there, I taped up, sorry it's dark at night here, I taped up the holes. And then what I did, if you can see here, what I did was, you can see a little bit of white right there. What that is that's the leftover Q-tip after I put lemongrass oil on it. To put it on the wood, I taped it in there, and left the bottom hole open also for aeration and to let some drainage out. And then all I did was I checked where that hole was, and if you notice straight up above it, I have a piece of tape to show me right here is where the hole, where the bees can go in. And then on the top, I did the same thing. I put a vertical piece of tape on it as well, so that I can align the top and the bottom together. But what I also did was I aligned it so that it would be like a hive. So when the bees actually enter straight through here, if I tip this up, you can see that those wooden posts also line up just like you would in a regular beehive. So then what I do is I just take this one, this marking, and this marking, and I line them up. Oh, I also cut the top of this off, so you can see the difference between them. That one's cut off and that one is not. That one's cut off, and that's so that this one, the bottom one, will sit inside the top one. And what I do is I turn them upside down and put them together, matching up those lines, and fit one inside the other one. And then I just tape up the duct tape to hold it in place, because the bottom's not going to have a whole lot of weight. The top is what's going to have the weight because of the honeycomb. And then on the top, what I did was I used a spare piece of wood, and I used I don't know, it's one of those circle things with a screw on the bottom of it, and drilled, took a lot of time, but I figured out how to get the right size, drilled that in so that's all the way through, and it will hold it up, you know, to hold it together. And then I also have speaker wire here that I've used. And I'll just put it up on my shepherd's hook. And of course it won't stay here, but it's here just to hold it up so that I can show it to you. And that is my very first bee swarm trap. We'll see if it works. All right, take it easy. Bye.